So, hello everybody, and welcome back to Simulation Section. It's me and more Central, sat in front of the computer, being Simulation Section for the hour. I haven't had a chance actually to get in front of the computer to play OMSI and Train Simulator for a couple of weeks. The videos that you've seen quite recently were recorded a few weeks ago. I've been away for a week as well, and in the week that I was away, my very good friend who is working on their own personal project, the Adstow project, which I remember this first started being when it first started being working on quite a few years ago. Emailed me across and went, "Would you like to have a go on Beta 7?" I was like, "Oh my gosh, yes!" We absolutely love this map. This map is always incredibly popular on the channel. I really enjoy driving it. So we've installed it, we've got it working, and we're on what the creator has recommended that we drive first, which is the park and not the park and ride, the rail replacement service. Oh, I said park and ride. The rail replacement service is the route that we've been recommended to try out first. Apparently, it's had a few edits to it. The route has changed slightly, and bits of it have changed. So this will be a nice way to get us into things. And in front of us, I should probably introduce the bus and the brand, which is the Veiling Pack Master Switch Studios Veiling and Volvo B7RLE Eclipse 2 in a livery called Beryllium. Now, for context behind this map and what has happened, the Adstow project is based, and Adstow is based in sort of a fictitious area in Devon. So it's based a lot around Devon, a bit around Cornwall. And in this variation of the map, First Bus is temporarily not on the map. I have been told to clarify that it is only temporary, that First Bus do not feature on the map. And for now, they've been replaced by an operator called Beryllium, which may be sticking around. I don't know for how long, but I really like it. It's sort of this operator which is here. It exists. This sort of fictitious operator. I really like the livery. And they operate a few of the services alongside Stagecoach on the map. There are a few new routes as well that we'll be showcasing soon. But as I say, I was recommended this map to show you all. I don't know why I am so far away. But yeah, why am I? Okay, I don't know. But basically, I've been advised to check out the rail replacement route. It was a nice way to launch the new Beryllium livery as well, and see this because I really do like this livery. I love how simplistic but also sort of nice and detailed it is. The font's perfect. I'm loving the logo as well, really simplistic but nice. And the destination blind, as you can see, the tap on and tap off now on board and they're not in service. But I think that's really cool. So we'll get the vehicle blinded up and set up. So we need to get the ticket machine working first. We are operating the 1400 rail replacement working from here, which is Hyerton train station. So we're operating from here at Hyerton train station, and we are going to. Oh, what have I done? Oh, I don't know what I've done. I've got this new thing, sort of map presentation tools, and I'm very much getting used to it. Let's unenable that. There we go. Oh no, I don't want to reposition my bus. There we go. So yeah, I was just getting used to my new map tools thing that basically allows me to zoom in. But yeah, we're at Hyerton Station. It is a station on the Great Western Railway network, as it is in Devon. And we're going to be going round to the stand in a minute and then doing our rail replacement service across. It's advertising that the service will take about half an hour, so we'll see how we go. So for now, let's get the blind set up. So we are rail replacement to Adstow. Oh, look at that. I really like that blind. Oh, I'm a fan of that. I do really like that. So let's get this loaded up and let's get this all set up and see. We've got a couple of people. Doesn't look like we've got that many. But we'll quickly look at the interior as well. I'm loving the sort of like basic sort of like semi-large independent operator maquette inside. I absolutely love this maquette. This is the kind of maquette that operators can get on cheap, like let's say they bought a bus second hand from somewhere. They can get it on cheap, retrim the bus, and this sort of gives that vibe off. I do really like the livery. I think it really suits the bus, and it gives me a good excuse to drive the Veiling pack. with an incredibly nice blind. So yeah, with that in mind, let's make our way around. Now, apologies in advance if I'm a little bit rusty in OMSI 2. This is my first drive in OMSI 2 for a number of weeks. I have been driving actual real buses, so my apologies if I am a little bit rusty. So we'll get them people on. There we go, and we'll ping back into the game. And let's actually we'll get a screenshot at this point. I will enable this. There we go. It's just getting used to it. Very much getting used to it. I absolutely love it. A big shout out to my good friend Dimex, who did recommend it to me. And for some reason, I just didn't know that this map tools thing existed. I've always moaned about it, and I just never thought of downloading it. But it really does make a difference. Oh, look at this proper expert screenshots, and the sunlight looks nice. So with that in mind, let's make a move. So this is my first drive on Adstow Beta 7. The only bit I have seen so far is the bus station, as that initially is where I spawned in to test it, to get everything working and make sure everything was hunky-dory. I do need to put my arrows back up, because if I don't, I'm going to end up going the wrong way. But apart from that, that is it. I'm not going to spoil the bus station until we do get there, be it in this video or the next one. But all I shall say with that is it looked absolutely amazing before. I don't quite know how it can be improved, but it has been improved somehow. So yeah, it does look really cool. A lot of this section of Rue, a lot of the map has had work done to it, so there's been a lot of improvements have taken place, I'm told. A lot of things have been changed. So you might recognise some of the service numbers and the bus route numbers and bits like that, but please be rest assured that a lot of it has been changed. What we are driving is very, very much Beta 7. It is all updated. There are a few new routes and bits that I'll showcase in future videos as well. But yeah, a lot of work has been done to this. A reminder at that point as well is worth mentioning that this is still a beta map. It is still in testing. This is someone's personal project. I know that some people have messaged in the past and gone, when's it going to be released? When's it going to be released? I don't know. It'll be whenever the person who has made this amazing map decides it's ready. Whenever they believe it's ready, and they will release it. It's like when we had a little look at West Country that we will be having another look at very soon, because it's just an awesome map as well. Just like this one, it's absolutely awesome. So we had a look at that as well. That's still in testing as well. I've just been given the honour of having a look at these maps before they're released. That is always such a great privilege. It really, really is. So big thank you to everyone who does provide me with your maps to have a little look at. If you have made a map, a repaint or a bus, and you would like me to showcase it off on the channel, then do email me at the email address below at amc.amorcentral@gmail.com. I will be in touch, and I will be taking a look. Please excuse the fact that I'm currently obsessed with taking screenshots. That we'll get over this phase. I mean, it is a phase where it's like, oh wow, we've got new tools. It's quite exciting. I need to try and. Oh, is that 40 signs in the way? Let's see. No, sunlight's gone. We'll get another damn and blast for all of the additional signage and official legal signage on here. It's almost as if the map has been built really well. It's almost as if in it. I remember this bit of the dual carriageway, like this junction. But you can notice the extra details to start, even just from this point, like the extra bits of flora, the extra bits bits of scenery, the extra bits of road marking, the extra bits of signage. As I say, there are subtle differences to areas of the map that have been improved. I'm also told that there are bigger changes to the route, presumably on the Adstow end, as I know Adstow's had a lot of work done to it. So I would imagine a lot of changes have taken place around there. So that's good as well. I am obsessed with these screenshots. Let's get another and then we'll crack on. Oh, that looks good. I like that. There we go. I think I'm going to struggle to top that. So we've also started at the other end of the route to what we did last time I drove this, when we did it the other way in the Scania, because although there are subtle differences and changes, I wanted to do it the opposite direction so we'd appreciate those changes and differences more. So I thought it'd be a good contrast to do it the opposite direction as well. So the map at the moment utilises a lot of different AI vehicles. My computer personally struggled to take them all, so I do have the AI list turned off. So my apologies for that you can't see the AI buses. It was just my computer, so I saw the AI list and went, that's a really cool AI list, and then went, I don't like it, and didn't want to work. It didn't want to work properly, and I thought it didn't want to work while I was filming. It worked outside of filming, but when I was filming with OBS rendering as well, it decided it didn't want to work. It's similar to like Add-on London for me, where Add-on London, I have to tune the buses down a little bit, because if I had absolutely everything on, all the extensive detail on, it just wouldn't work. So please rest assured as well that when this map does release, the AI list is absolutely amazing. The allocations have been well thought through. The AI listings have been well thought through. You do genuinely feel like you are somewhere in the fictitious town or city in Devon. So please be rest assured that vibe is very, very much conveyed through the AI list and through the map itself. I just think the livery looks really nice. It really, really does. An incredible thought-through livery. Again, really simplistic, but it's got the accuracy and the detail on it, and it is a believable brand. Sometimes when brands are released for maps in OMSI 2, you do sort of look at them and go, I don't know, I'm not 100% sure. But this one I really like. I really, really do. I think the branding's spot on, the placement of things is spot on, and how the livery is applied is very much how a company would apply a livery like this. I also love the details like the telegraph poles above us, with sort of the cabling and things sort of following across the roadway. Things like that just add to that extra level of detail that some maps just don't get. I mean, as I say, just extra details like that we are going above the poles that in real life would follow the road for the maintenance bits and stuff like that. Like, it would make sense, and the addition of them is really cool. A reminder as well, again, something else worth mentioning. Oh, we're splitting off from the 16. Oh, this is new. Something else worth mentioning is this is not a final product. Yes, it is beta 7, but the word beta in front of that is quite important. This map is still a work in progress. It is still actively being worked on. It is still actively being improved. And it is still an individual's personal project that they have worked on in this game. And I can vouch for this for years. Absolutely years this map has in the making of it. So there are bits that may look slightly unfinished, bits that detail may need adding to, bits where the AI has decided to go off on one and do its own thing, and just excuse those bits because, as I say, it is a work in progress map. The whole point of a beta test is to find these problems and fix them before a release, and it is also to showcase and get the hype and the excitement up. So there is that as well. I really like this. This is cool. So we've split off from the 16 and the 16A corridor. And now I presume we're going on like a bypass section, presumably. I know I said no more screenshots, but this one's too good to... This one is way too good to miss out on. Oh my goodness me, that looks good. I like that. There we go. Anyway, let's move on. I'm very obsessed with this new screenshot tool. Please be aware that this will appear in all future videos. I will also provide a link to the tool in the description below for anybody like me who has sort of clearly been living in a box for the past few years and didn't realise it existed. Again, a big thank you to my good friend Diamex, who did send it in an email and went, by the way, that does exist after the screenshots from the West Country map in the thumbnails. Please rest assured that future thumbnails for the West Country map, all my other maps, will be using this new maps tools feature. Oh, we're going through somewhere else. So this is another village. What I love as well with this map is going through these different villages. Each village is giving off a slightly different vibe. Again, something that is really difficult to achieve in OMSI is the individual characteristics of each village. Like, yeah, you can have the odd random bit of road structure or something like that to try and differentiate it. But when you can create a totally different atmosphere in each village, so like different use of different period buildings, and sort of different colours and textures and building uses and bits like that. That, I think, is where you've really reached the pinnacle of being able to build stuff in OMSI 2. So, again, a village like that, like going through there, had a totally different vibe to the previous village that we went through. And you could tell that they were villages built in totally different eras. And again, such a good vibe that can be conveyed through, like, OMSI 2. You may have also noticed as we went through that village, the only thing that serves this new village is the 663. Now, the 663, I believe, is a school bus service and will be featuring in one of our future videos because, yes, there are a couple of school bus services now. So we'll be looking at them in a future video. I believe that might be the one that's operated by Stagecoach, I think, or it might be Brillium, actually. I'll have a little look, and whichever operator it is does it, we'll try and drive it in their liveried bus, just to give the full vibe of this map. So, Buxton Lee. I'm loving this, the new bits of the map. That was really cool going through that village, because it is the kind of thing you'd do on a rail replacement, having driven a lot of them very recently, where you would go through like a really random village to bypass like a major one, and it'd be some like really quiet village out like in the middle of nowhere. So that's really cool. So we're now dropping down into somewhere called Berryman. Again, I'm loving this 2+1 carriageway with the straggler lane on the sort of uphill as you would find in real life. And then you're dropping right into definitely a more urbanised area now. Definitely more urbanised area. Although you've still got the trees in the background, so you've still got that sort of added flora back there as well, that's really nice. I'm loving this as well, sort of all these different hills. Again, something that I think goes underappreciated in OMSI is the complexity that you have to go to sort of add in realistic gradients. And again, you've got the wall there, you've got the buildings following it round as you would. Really nice, seriously nice, and a realistic steep sort of decline as well. So again, another sort of village town bit with a totally different vibe. This one definitely feels a bit bigger than the last one. And you've got that different era of housing that I really like. Oh, we found where the 663 terminates. Let's let them go, because in OMSI 2 ruling, it's never your priority when it should be in OMSI 2. Oh, it's the big sheep. Is it the big sheep, or is that a big tree? It's a big tree. I thought it was a big sheep. Because there's a map somewhere that I can't remember which one it is. That was like a massive sheep. Massive like lamb or something. I can't remember which one it is. Oh, I like this. Oh, we're going across a railway bridge. Oh, wow. That's cool. I like that. It does unfortunately mean that it's time for another screenshot. I'm afraid, people. This screenshot tool. This screenshot tool. Dangerous. Absolutely dangerous. Let's see if I can get a slightly different angle. I know in my head what angle I'm going for. That'll do. Something like that. That'll do. And now we're back in the verbal bit again. I genuinely thought that was like the start of the Adstow bit because, again, totally different vibe from the previous village. A little bit more urban, a slightly bigger town than the last. So it's sort of like the prelude to getting to Adstow. It is also worth mentioning how nice it is to be back in the Veiling Pack. The Veiling Pack you can purchase, I believe, still from Steam, and you can purchase it directly from the Master Switch Studios site. I don't know if that link takes you through to Steam or not, but I know you can check their site out. Make sure you do check their site out when you do purchase the vehicle, so you get the branding patch. Otherwise, it looks a little bit funny at the front because it doesn't have the sort of Rights Plus logo on it for copyright reasons. Stuff. There are also tons of repaints of this, so obviously if you don't have the Beryllian repaint pack, there's First Plus repaint packs, Aviva repaint packs, Stagecoach repaint packs, Go Ahead repaint packs, and the list keeps going. So there is pretty much a repaint for every part of the UK where these vehicles operate. I'm really liking this route so far. I really, really am. Oh, we're back into the 16 route, so that's like a new deviation section. I like that. I approve. Oh, we're in Adstow. There we go. So we sort of done that whole different deviation. That's really cool. I like that. Presumably to skip out the bits where the 16A goes to obviously like quicken up the route. That I do think is pretty cool. I do very much rate that. And here we go. Now we're in Adstow. Here we go, the drop down the hill with the sort of terraced houses, the kind of houses you'd find on the outskirts of a town or city centre, somewhere like this. And what I do also love with this map is the difference in the road textures and the realism with them. Like you would sort of change to a texture like this, a slightly rougher one, to try and get cars to slow down before lights, especially as you're going down a steep hill like that. So little just considerations like that just go such a long way in adding to the detail on this map. Now I probably didn't need to go all the way out like that, but I thought I better should do. I should bet should do. That's the one. To avoid those railings. I also love these for sale signs as well. That's something you do not see in OMSI 2. Yes, you go down the road and you do see houses for sale. You never usually see for sale signs in OMSI 2. That's really cool. I like that. And then just like that, we're dropping into Adstow Centre with some nice bunting above as well to give sort of like a community spirit vibe. Now the bus station is to our right, obviously where rail replacements, we're not going into it. I'm going to do a little bit of a view like that, and then I'm going to leave it for our next video, because I want to leave it as a bit of a surprise for that one, for us to enjoy then. I am, however, absolutely loving this bit at the town centre. The textures are the kind of textures you'd get here, and the tight bend as well on a one-way system just as you'd left. The bus station is the kind of thing you'd get the major stops here. Few bits of services that obviously don't go into the bus station, that's the passage stop in there, linked with the ones that do. It's always the bit where you find like next to a bus station where you find a little area like that where it's all a little bit neglected, and the idea was the bus station was going to uplift it, but the bus station's in fact just zapped everybody away from the area and into the bus station. Very realistic on life, very realistic. So we're done for time. Pretty much, I say that, we're pretty much on time. We were actually given 20 minutes, I thought we were given half an hour. We were given 20 minutes to do that, and we're actually getting in pretty much bang on time, which is quite impressive. I don't need to indicate, it's taking it. Oh no, I do need to indicate, I was right the first time. There we go. I'm pulling into Adstow railway station, so let's get the bus stopped, get everybody off the bus, and as far as I'm aware, that is us, so we'll move it. So Adstow station drop off, yeah, there we go. So we need to go on to, we'll go on to stand 2, get it ready. Oh, this is going to be nice and tight in the veiling. Gosh, this is going to be nice and tight. It's doable, but that requires some skill. And then making sure we don't run the people down. There we go. That was some skill and a half. I like that challenge at the end though. The idea that the railway station wasn't intended for buses, like to turn around properly, and they weren't expecting vehicles like this. Like the kind of thing again you would find in real life when you do rail. So we'll get it all switched off, and that's us. So that was an incredibly nice start to our little Adstow project, the Adstow project Beta 7 series. As I say, we're going to be taking a look at some of the other routes on the Adstow project Beta 7. I thought we'd start off with the rail replacement, as the developer recommended that we look at the rail replacement route first, and I'm very glad that he suggested that. Because I've really enjoyed that route. An incredibly nice new deviation on it to what used to exist previously that I've really enjoyed. It was a good excuse to drive the beryllium liveried Eclipse as well, see all the cool destination blinds that have been created. And yeah, the bus was perfect for the route. The spec of the repaint is like spot on. It's so realistic for an operator like what they're trying to portray, like a sort of big independent operator, that I thought was really cool. I really like the interior as well on it, really adds to it. And as I say, a really nice way to sort of look across the map and get us started for our mini-series. So with that being said, I really hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have done, then do be sure to click that like button, as that way more people can find the video and enjoy it just like you have. If you haven't already, then do be sure to subscribe to my channel simulation section so you don't miss out on future Adstow project videos. As I say, the Adstow project is rather exclusive to the channel, as is a few other of the maps that I'm currently beta testing and showcasing pre-release. before they come out in OMSI 2. So make sure you do subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any exclusive videos of pre-release maps, buses and repaints. Make sure to also check out my other series, my train simulator series, that comes out usually once a week as well, alongside OMSI 2, so we try and rotate them. At the moment, I think there's going to be a little bit more OMSI 2 than there is going to be train simulator, because I've got a lot to film on the Adstow project, but make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on both. And do also go and check out my main channel and More Central for content from the real-life bus, train and tram sort of scene around the UK and beyond. So I do all the real life bus videos and the real life bus driving on there. Once again, thank you all for watching. Thank you for your continued support towards the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video I make. Bye for now. Bye.